Hey, what's going on, everybody? Greg here, and let's master build our way to talking about 2017's The Lego Batman Movie. This film was directed by Chris McKay, or as I like to say, Chris McKay. This was a good movie. This was a good, funny movie, and so let's talk about who stars in The Lego Batman Movie. The Lego Batman Movie stars Will Arnett as Batman, Michael Cera as Robin, Rosario Dawson as Batgirl, Ralph Fiennes, excuse me if I'm wrong, as Alfred, and then Zach Galifianakis as the Joker. So I'm going to try and wrap up what the Lego Batman movie plot is in a nutshell. And it basically goes somewhat like this. Batman is a loner. He has nobody and no family, as we all know. And throughout this movie, the Joker, that's his arch rival in this movie, the Joker, he ends up getting sent to the Phantom Zone. And the Phantom Zone is this dimension where all the bad guys get sent to with this phantom gun or whatever they have. But the Joker ends up saying, no, forget this. We're going to go back down and we're going to wreak havoc on Gotham City. So him and all the other bad guys, which are a lot, and not just Lego people. They're people like Voldemort from Harry Potter, King Kong, and many, many more. Too many more, in my opinion. But somehow they all get out of the Phantom Zone, wherever they end up being. They come back down to Gotham City, and they wreak havoc. So Batman calls upon three people, Robin, Alfred, and who we come to find out in the movie is going to be Batgirl. They all have to team together after Batman kind of gives his solo mission where he's like, hey, I'm Batman. I don't need anybody's help. I'm cool. I've got a 9-pack. But somehow together they have to team together to stop Joker and all these bad guys and send them back to the Phantom Zone. And throughout the movie, it starts off with Batman. He's like a lone wolf. He watches movies in his Batcave by himself, which I thought that part was hilarious. When he's watching a chick flick by himself and he's like cracking up at a certain part and he looks over to his left and his right and he's like, oh, I got nobody to share this moment with. It was kind of sad, to be honest. But through the movie, after they team together and they beat everybody, they end up becoming this, foursome of a family, and it's kind of cute. And there's even this moment where Batman and the Joker's all butthurt because he's like, Batman, I'm nothing without you, and you're nothing without me. And Batman's like, no, I go solo. I'm solo with everything that I do. And Joker's like, please, just tell me you need me. You got Lex Luthor and you got Superman. You got all these other superheroes and they're supervillain. I'm your supervillain. Just say it, please. And then Batman's like, I don't need you. So let me get into some points that I want to make about this movie. First of all, I loved the first Lego movie, the one with Emmett, I believe, or Elliot, one of the two. I loved that first movie. I thought it was amazing. I loved how they got everything to work together by like making it actual little Lego pieces that moved around. And I loved the story of it, so I was super duper anticipating the Batman movie. I was looking forward to it a lot. And what I got out of it wasn't what I wanted to get out of it. And I don't want to be a negative Nancy. I know some of my last reviews, people are probably thinking like, man, this guy rips on movies. No, that's not what I do. But in this movie, I just didn't get what I wanted out of it. Man, I think one of the problems that I had with it was there was back-to-back jokes with Batman. And I mean, like, I would say like maybe 75% of them I actually like was laughing at it. I thought it was funny. Like all those times where he was just like, yeah, Batman, yeah, oh yeah, I'm cool. Look at me, I'm Batman, I'm the coolest. Gotta work out your abs, yeah, I got a 9-pack. Yeah, I think he said that like 50 times in the movie. But I think the whole like Batman ego joke after joke about how cool he was and stuff, I think it just got a little bit old, and sometimes I got a little bit tired of it. What I loved about him being in the first Lego movie was that he only had a little part in the Lego movie, and that's what I loved. Was every time he was on screen, he's like, "Hey, babe, first try." You know what I mean? That part is priceless. That whole thing with Batman is priceless, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, party, Batman." Like he's just so funny in that movie. But I think what worked so well in the Lego movie with Batman is that he just had a little part in it, and in this movie, it was kind of overkill. But let's talk about Robin, who was voiced by Michael Cera. I thought he was hilarious. I loved that you get to meet Batman. Batman meets him as just an orphan, and he accidentally somehow adopts him without really even paying attention. He's trying to just shove Robin off of his shoulders and by like saying, "Yeah, I'll adopt you. I'm Bruce Wayne. I'll adopt you." And he's like, "Really? And that whole part was hilarious when he's like, "Oh, my dad is Bruce Wayne and Batman. That's amazing." And he finds his costume, and it's like an old reggae dancer, but he ends up being like Robin. So I thought Robin's character was really great. I liked when he was on screen, and I'm really glad Michael Cera voiced him. I thought he did a really good job. And I also, throughout the movie, I kind of felt sad for Batman. Like in the beginning, like there's a few moments where he realizes that like I have nobody, and he's looking at a picture of his family, and then behind him, Alfred's kind of like, "Oh, yep, I see that you're missing your family," and he's like, "No way." But I just kind of felt sad for him, So the ending made me happy that he actually had like a family. But one big, huge problem that I had with this movie is the lack of the Joker. He's hardly in it. And when I heard that he was voiced by Zach Galifianakis, that dude is a hilarious actor. I thought he was going to do an amazing job, which he did. But it just wasn't what I wanted, guys, man. Like, they took the best parts of Batman and Joker and stuff, and they didn't put him in the movie to me. The Joker could have killed. He could have killed in this movie. With Zach Galifianakis voicing him, could have killed it, but, like, he just wasn't in the movie that much. And when he was, I don't know, I guess I expected more funniness out of him. But overall, I thought it was good. I didn't think it was a bad movie. It's just, man, I was going into it expecting way more out of it. And I know a lot of people loved it and thought it was hilarious, which it was. But it wasn't up to par with the first Lego movie, in my opinion. And I guess I'm just kind of bummed because I really loved that. I own that one on Blu-ray, and I saw it in the theaters, and I freaking loved it. But this one just kind of let me down, so I'm kind of bummed about that. Sorry, guys. But what I'm going to rate the Lego Batman movie is a solid 3 out of 5. I think that's a pretty fair judgment. It definitely wasn't as good as the Lego movie, and it let me down because I anticipated it so much, but I did think a lot of the jokes worked. I really loved the characters. I liked Batgirl. I liked Alfred. I liked that they were part of the movie. They weren't just like side characters. I mean, they were, but they definitely had a good chunk of time in the movie, and I liked their characters a lot. So I think the supporting cast, I actually appreciated them more than I actually liked Batman. I didn't like Batman that much. I'm sorry. But yeah, what I'm going to rate it is a 3 out of 5. I hope you guys agree with me, and if you don't, please tell me why you liked it or why you didn't like it. So that's my review of the Lego Batman movie. Thank you all so much. I always appreciate when you watch my videos. Do me a solid, please, and go down and comment, like, and share my video. And if you like my reviews and you want to see them keep coming, please go down below and subscribe and hit that little bell so you can get notified when I have new videos out. Thanks guys again, and remember when you go home tonight to watch a movie, man.